People have to keep checking in.
I didn't know you had to go to another country. You had to check in. I think you do that at the airport. You get off.
Right. I thought you check in when you hop on the plane.
Yeah, I go to New York. They went up to me. I was like, no, I don't want you. I don't went up to me. Let me fill out who I want. You know, if you follow me to my area, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? If you silent, then I take
Yeah, people sit back. People don't know what's really going on, and we can all take heed to the facts and everybody who played a role in this. The feds sitting right here looking like, you know what, mob ties affiliates, they gonna try to make up something and try to act like they had nothing to do with it. They gonna try to make up something and act like they had nothing to do with it every time.
you look at. Your father's trying to come up with a plan.
Yeah, because they gotta cover their butt because at the end of the day, we know for a fact ain't nobody finna sit there and let nobody just take off, like let that story just go on. No.
Because pick up four C's, calm, cool, and collective. Three C's. Calm, cool, and collective. He was calm, he was cool, and he was collective. You understand? He was that smart one, that intelligent one. He keeps, stuff to group together.
Mm-hmm.
And they be telling for that unity. They didn't like that. They boys got unity. They boys loved each other. They came up with each other. They fight against each other. They try to compete against each other.
Exactly.
Takeoff and his cousin and uncles and stuff, they didn't compare to each other. They help each other grow up. Some people that mean, they don't like each other, and that's why they always try to do something better than what the other person did.
Yeah, that's why I always say this goes to show you got to watch who you keep around you and watch the people who you realize bring in your circle.
Exactly.
Because them people don't want to see you win.
Now, when I want this on my TV stand, I come back, they better be there. Don't have me look for something you got in your pocket.
Exactly. People don't know that though.
Yeah, so they be too, I don't know, in denial about having a friend, but a friend is a friend. A friend is a friend to me, is a friend that can talk to you, talk about you to your face, and talk behind your back. That's a friend.
Yeah, and I know people.
It's you and the mirror and the guys who pray in your mother and the Bible. That's your best friend.
Yeah, because a lot of people sit back and look at it like it was a strategic play that was done. And I look at it like it had to been strategic because it was only one person who had the blicky out. He was the only one, and he was with Quavo now. So and he was the only one next to Takeoff.
And see, what's his name? Takeoff was quiet. He knew the other guy, Quavo, was on point. So that's why he distracted Quavo in an argument to get the play in position. Takeoff.
Yeah.
You understand? And Takeoff wasn't paying attention to his neck because he's so busy getting in position. So if anything go off in front of him, he's ready to go.
Exactly. He was gonna be ready to get up out of there. It's a lot of people who sit back and go back and forth and be like, you know what? Quavo could have avoided that because if he would have kept his mouth closed. That's why they said that the feds own all of them because everybody who was there was accessory to what happened to Takeoff. And we all know that Takeoff is somebody who people don't want, like, real life to go down like that, man. Like, but it's already been done, man. That's why I say it's sad, man. They sent that man up like that, boy. Boy, it's sad. People think that it's a game when really it's not a game. It's really a revolving door, man. And it's a lot of people who don't know how to really keep themselves in line, but they realize know how to, you know what I'm saying, sit back and put themselves in a certain position to be like, you know what? If I go down there with Jay Prince and them, I'ma have the blickies on me and I'ma make sure I have paid security. That's why I always tell y'all, keep security, but it can't be nobody who y'all know and in y'all family, cause them be the ones drop the location and get y'all set up and sent up. You see what happened to Takeoff, man. RP Duke the Jeweler because for some reason Boosie name keep coming up in every situation. And it always got something to do with Boosie Dice games. I want y'all to look at this, man. it's a revolving door, and I understand the fact that people be tweaking now. People be out here tweaking when people need to realize, sit back and be like, you know what? I ain't gonna go over there because I ain't got no security. If I do go over there and I ain't got no security, it's gonna be on me. You feel me? It's gonna be my fault at the end of the day for one reason. Because you knew what you was getting yourself into before you even went. Because you know for a fact everything that's happening with everybody else, they ain't got security. And then the people who do got security, they got the people who they been rocking with for years being their security. You can't have nobody being your security who you real life don't know, like real life. You don't know if they gonna really protect you. As you can see, it's people who been with so-called security and they still got sent up with the security. So I want to let y'all know this, man. R.I.P. to Duke the Jeweler, man. 093, man. I understand that the GDs hurt behind this because they know for a fact J. Prince Jr. and them got a lot of pull. And that's why the GDs even getting involved in this, because somebody had to stand up. Somebody real life had to sit back and be like, you know what? They fugazi. You feel me? They real life on some other stuff like J. Prince and them at the scene. And I know a lot of people don't want people to realize, sit there and put themselves out there like that. But nowadays, man, you have to be cautious about what you're doing, man. And for one thing, when Cam with the yellow hoodie ran up, they knew it was him that instantly started blowing. For one reason, is because he made himself look suspicious by even running out. Why would you be running and ducking and dodging and they been stopped blowing? I know a lot of people sit back and be like, you know what? Them facts. Because look, Cam, he did sit there and act like he real life was just leaving out the bowling alley with whole time. He had something to do with it. He was one of the ones that the people off the news said was blowing, man. I want y'all to really look at that, man. Take notes on that.
He broke down crying. That's his nephew.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't look at it as if people don't take it serious because it ain't them.
It's serious and it's devastating for the go somewhere and have a good time and not knowing, but feeling the intuition make you feel that you know you going it's drama and toxic, and he probably felt that. Because as human beings, they know they going to danger zone. You understand? And he probably was texting his uncle, and in the process of him texting his uncle, that's when the man hit and killed him. But that's God sees everything, but every dog passes day. You understand that?
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%.
Bad things happen to good people because he was a good guy. From what I've seen, remind me of my baby son. He is so blessed. And he's left-handed. He's very intelligent. Everything. Never gave me a pound. Always put home A's and E's. And when I see Takeoff, I shut down. Like, I'd be disappointed how they did that boy. But, you know what I'm saying? He had a good head on his shoulder.
Yeah.
You know?
And they actually, from what I heard, they said that Mob Ties had at least 3 people to block him in. You feel me? So that's sad.
When he die, he gonna suffer. He's not gonna have an instant death. He's gonna suffer because, like I said, God sees everything, and He ain't put people on earth to commit crime. He do the crime. You understand? And he recruiting his kids to do that. You gotta recruit your kids to do constructive stuff, not destructive stuff.
Right.
You don't take no like because you don't like them or you jealous. Same thing you can get, I can get.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of people don't know that Mob Ties, Lil Cam, he revealing stuff.
From North New Jersey.
Oh, see? People don't.
And I travel in Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Harlem. I have been over there. So I know the streets. I'm very intelligent. My last occupation was an armed guard. I carry a weapon and post up, I deliver mail. I've been working since I was 15. I'm 55. I've seen a lot of death. Did a lot of shit. Excuse me. S-H-I-T.
It's okay. You good. You good. I feel you on that one because It's like he got sent up at an untimely demise. He didn't know that was finna happen. He was just coming to enjoy the Halloween party. You feel me?
Mhm. And even though he made that video, he probably felt that. You like I said, you can feel something happening. It's your intuition. That's why your intuition is your brain that kick in like this is what's gonna happen. And that's why he made that video. Him and his uncle made that video. You
Yeah.
understand? And that video is when he lived to die. He died.
Yeah.
They
And
killed him. They want to be shaming themselves, but jealousy is a sin to be jealous of anybody. Hate and jealousy and envy, that's a sinful word. Because
yeah.
the same way that you get his, you can get it too. You don't got to get in and rap and go to work and do something constructive. Be a waterman. You can make money from water. Just sacrifice a lot of things that you don't want to, that you don't have to do, and you need to do it.
See? In those facts, people don't understand this, man.
I'm a mother of four. My oldest daughter is 35. My twins is 32. My baby son is 31. When they got 15, I made sure I Google a job site where I could take them and pick them up or go send them in a cab or something. I made sure they did constructive things. They had chores in the house, wash my walls, clean the bathroom, take out the garbage, clean the washing machine, out the dryer, and wipe down that food table and clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up. No eating, no room, no TV in the room. Just him Xbox for the boys and DVDs and the girls had computer. I didn't care. You want to do something in my house. So when you get big, you got three occupations. Three things to do. Occupation, jail, institutionalized. Which one? You got to say occupation. Your occupation, I'll take you to your job. I'll get you hired. Trust me, I'll get you hired.
Yeah. And that goes to show, like, you trying to keep them in line. You realize trying to keep them in line, and everybody looking at it like the Fed's gonna jump in at some point. Like the Fed's looking at it at a whole different perspective. And Takeoff brother, he realized, he looked at mob ties as if the Fifth Ward had something to do with it, because half of the people who was at the party was from Fifth Ward.
But see, they got comfortable because they chilled with him that day. They walked that boy into his back. When he put his guard down, he felt comfortable with him. They chilling in the car and everything. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing this boy is contemplating on killing him that night.
See?
They was comfortable about his nephew, his uncle, wherever he is, Quavo, he probably hurt. You know, it ain't hit him yet. But trust me, when he do something that trigger for that boy that got killed, he gonna start singing the bird. I'm telling you, he gonna release everything that he remember. Right now, he probably blocked it out. He blocked it. Believe me, my mom died, I blocked everything out. I blocked it out.
See?
But sometimes when I watch TV, which I don't watch it, and it triggers. I remember my mom said that. I remember my mom did this. I remember this said to my mom when I go to work and I have to come home and scrutinize my house. I remember. So he blocked that out because they was closed. They was closed. They was put up in the house. They was closed. And sometimes when you close to somebody, it's like, and you get a hurt, it's like you block it out. You don't want to have no negativity around you, so that's why you block it out. But Quavo, he probably feel like, oh, he went with the guy, and he was arguing with the guy, and the guy killed him. That's why he feel like that way. So that's why he blocking it out. But I don't think Quavo has something to do with his nephew. If he said he a grimy uncle, he's grimy.
Mm-hmm.
But when the feds catch you, they waiting to get Bill stuff, so they gonna give you football number. They don't give you one number, they give you football number.
Yeah, they not gonna play no game, and they watch you for years.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff mob ties tied to.
You for 10 years. They don't play.
See, and people don't understand, mob ties tied to too much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like real talk. Like it's about time.
What you do to others, it come back on you harder. The one you really love, that's the one that's gonna suffer.
Yeah, every time.
He can say they got it all, but trust me, they tail that shirt gonna be pulled from underneath their tail. I'm telling you, and you gonna see all over the news like they got that boy. They got his name all over the thing. Every time you turn on, take off. They gonna catch that mean.
Yeah,
I'm always
that's why I look at it and I be like, you know what? These people,
That's why he ain't walk with his uncle, because he probably was protecting his uncle, and he knew he was ready to die, because he knew they was kill him. He knew that. He knew it.
yeah, and
He knew it.
a lot of people sit
Brave.
back and don't pay
He
attention
was
to the
brave.
signs.
He was brave.
See?
That's what you call a hero right there. He was brave.
Yeah, what? And then it's like they said that the dude Migo Bands was the one that hit him up and sent him up. The dude that was with him.
Mm-hmm.
They said he was the one who had the blicky.
It's always your friend that do something to you. Always just, and you probably bring up your friends and you help out your friends, and then your friends get mad because you come up not knowing you're gonna bring them up to let you get stable and have stability for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's always your friend. It's always your friend. I'm 55. I had so natural. Only thing I said was liquor. I couldn't find a liquor license, but I sold drugs from coca, from crack, from cocaine, from heroin, from marijuana. You understand that? My friends would get mad. Get mad because I can get them. I don't believe in sick day. Go to the hospital. You sick. You
Yeah.
gonna let them control you?
Yeah.
I'm telling my black people. But I had people for the college hospital. I had people for the funeral call. I had people for the post office. I didn't have to go outside for 3 hours and 3 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. And people don't understand this because yeah, because some people don't know how to take control of things and really know how to put themselves out there at a like really like to change certain things that's going on because we all know for a fact that Takeoff was the main one who kept the group alive and kept the group together, and for them to send him up, you know what time it was. Cause they do this all the time. And you know Mob Ties, they said Mob Ties was the one who he was there with. So if he there with Mob Ties and something happened on Mob Ties watch, that means that Mob Ties could have either avoided it or stopped it. Like, if I go run up in a spot, I'm gonna get booked for it. Like, y'all know this, man. And if you from the streets, you know what I'm saying. Like, real talk, man. Y'all could call in at any moment. I want y'all to know that it's sad what happened, but at the same time, we gotta be cautious, man. We gotta be mindful of the people who we keep around us because the guys you grew up with, them be the main ones to take you out the game, but at the same time, you still gotta trust them at some point because them the ones who will really protect you from getting sent up. Like at the end of the day, Migo Mans had it on him. He had the blicky on his side, but if Migo Mans would have just fell back and waited to see what was finna happen, then up the blicky real fast, it would have never went down like that. People sitting back looking at it like, Takeoff, he's one of the people who, like, nobody thought that he'd end up getting sent up. And he wasn't even at the dice game table. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man. And people sitting back looking at it like, you know what? Quavo, he realized, he tried to realize, like, show how he'll stand up for himself, but at the same time, that end up getting Takeoff sent up. And people looking at J Prince Sr. like, why would you even speak? Hey, hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, share this video. Why would you even speak if you know for a fact that these people, you feel me? You already know these people gonna, anything you say, these people gonna be on your bumper, man. Because they gonna use what you said against you. And I don't blame them. Because from what you speaking up for your sons, and your sons end up sending Takeoff up. That's why I always say y'all gotta be cautious and y'all gotta really, like certain people, keep them out the circle because them would be the ones to be your downfall. Them would be the ones who real life tell other people, alright, woo out the bam, woo out the bam, and then next thing you know, you either get hit up or you get booked. You feel me? Y'all saw what happened, man, and I want people to really apply it to your life, man. If you don't apply it to your life, you realize won't really get a good understanding of what's going on, man. But like I say all the time, you have to really take full initiative to your actions, man, because as we sit back and we looking at this, man, we sit back, everybody looking at it like, you know what? Like, this sad because Quavo hit her, he pulled right up on Lil Cam. Boy, you gotta understand, Houston is a small city, man. Y'all gotta really look at that and pay attention to that, man, because it's a lot of people who think J. Prince Sr. gonna let this go like that. He not gonna let that go like that, man. And a lot of people sitting looking at the fact that, like, they wanted to end all the beef between Mob Ties, CMG,